Why am I singing that song? This is a really good time. We just got. I'll let people get here first. There's only 9 people in the chat. Um, Hi everyone. I'm the real Randy Chavez. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well, and become a member. There's lots of perks, and raythax.eth domain name. I haven't been this excited. Like, you remember in Black Adam, end of the movie, spoilers if you haven't seen it, but if you remember the movie Black Adam, at the end of the movie, Superman comes in and he's just like, it's been a while since somebody made the Earth this nervous. I haven't been this excited since we partnered with Disney. Why? Alibaba. So David posted on his Instagram. I'll break the news right down for you right now. I've so many people texted me. Oh my god, this is gonna be a really fun ride. We'll go to David's Instagram, saying, looking forward to new partnerships and access into the wider Asia community. More. And then he just types in more. Alibaba is currently... all right, so here's the thumbnail memorandum of understanding, signing ceremony. This has been in the works for quite some time. The fact that they got this done, they got this on paper. Alibaba, you remember yesterday when I was talking to Mr. MC1, he was on the podcast, and I read a little note. I read a little something from 2014 Chavez, September 2014. It was the day before the Alibaba IPO. And as the Forbes article read, as Alibaba's IPO approaches, founder Jack Ma pens a letter to potential investors. So I brought this up yesterday. I wanted to know Mr. MC1's feelings on things, and I said, hey, I wonder who does this remind you of? So again, I'll read the letter right now. The letter says, and again, this is just it's not the letter, it's the impression of the letter that I got. And this is 2014 Chavez talking. People don't buy what you do. People buy why you do it. The goal is not to do business with everybody who needs what you have. The goal is to do business with people who believe what you believe. This is not psychology, but biology. Our neocortex is responsible for all of our rational thought and language. Our limbic system, however, is responsible for our feelings such as trust and loyalty. And in this message from Jack Ma, he targets these two parts. The parts of the brain that control behavior and the part that rationalizes our feelings. The part where gut decisions come from, whether the letter was from the bottom of his heart or not. I will invest in this company not because it's scheduled to be the biggest IPO in history, but because its founder is a genius. For reference, Disney's market cap, $65 billion. This is almost 4x that at $232 billion market cap. And this is the Amazon of Asia. This Prince Ali. And if you notice, I'm not gonna, it's coinky dink over here. Let me go to my Twitter profile. Oh my lordy. Lordy, there are fireworks over there. Reverse, Terror, reverse. Oh no, it should be Prince Ali. That's what I have to. If I go to my on 28 December 2022, I said Prince Ali. Okay, why? I don't know why. 100 bad guys with swords, Prince Ali. I don't know. So this is going to be a interesting one because what did we just do? We just got the app translated into Spanish, French, and Japanese. So when you go and you take a look at that, it's like, okay, well, we're obviously going to onboard Japan first. It is a smaller population, but it's in their language. And how are we going to do that? So we already have a bunch of Japanese licenses. They were literally just in Tokyo trying to get more. And maybe the Tokyo thing, kind of like when, Batman needs an excuse to go to Metropolis. Oh, Bruce Wayne has an important meeting with Metropolis politicians. And that's his excuse to be there, and that's why Batman's there. Long story. Anyway, they were probably there, and this particular deal, I don't know when it might have been signed. Oh my god, they are ridiculous with those fireworks. Good thing I'm not one of those vets with PTSD. Anyway, most likely what they're going to do is they'll start with Japan, start with these licenses. Oh, hey, China will be interested in that. Oh, hey, there's a lot more of China than there is of Japan. There's a billion people in China. It's a little more than that, but only about 900 million people have smartphones. So if you get 0.1% of the population, again, 0.1% of all of the smartphone population in China, which has about 900 million smartphones, so you're looking at about 900,000 new users, just like that, just with 0.1% of that population. And when China does something, they do something. So what are some subsidiaries and some other things we have of Alibaba? Well, you do have the Ali Cloud. Ali Cloud is one thing. I think somebody commented about this before. Uh, yeah, it's for cloud hosting. Everyone take a check. Okay, no. Ali Cloud is with the Amazon type of deal, and that's fine. It has a million users. It's cool. They're into tech. They'll take a look at this and they'll be like, oh, hey, what is this new partnership? And you're gonna get some people that probably have no idea about collecting. They probably don't really care about collecting, but they'll get the OMI token. They'll invest in OMI just because, oh, hey, Alibaba's partnering with these people. Interesting. But for people that say, it'd be like when Troy said partner with Amazon, but it was for AWS, Tron. Yeah, so this is completely different. They do have cloud hosting, which is fine, which is a great way to onboard some potential investors. But what I'm looking at is Alipay. So Alipay is, in simplified, just a third-party mobile and online payment platform established in Hangzhou, China, in February 2004 by Alibaba Group and its founder Jack Ma. In 2015, Alipay moved its headquarters to Pudong, Shanghai, although its parent company, Ant Financial, remains Hangzhou-based. So I'll say this: Alipay took over PayPal as the world's largest mobile digital payment platform in 2013. As of June 2020, Alipay serves over 1.3 billion users and 80 million merchants. According to the statistics of the fourth quarter of 2018, Alipay has a 55.32% share of the third-party payment market in mainland China. Holy Jesus. And it continues to grow. Along with WeChat, Alipay has been described to be China's super app with a wide range of functionalities, including ride-sharing, travel, booking, and medical appointments. And they're going to be getting a piece, potentially. We've been looking for third-party payment providers already, right? Like wires down. Like America hasn't had cash out for a couple weeks, a month. Europe hasn't had it for several months. Alipay, obviously, if they have the partnership with Alibaba and they own Alipay, and Alipay's again already serving billions of people and has a 55% share of third-party payment market in mainland China. Yeah, again, over 1.3 billion users, 80 million merchants. This should be no problem for them. Should be zero problem for them going and getting all of Asia onboarded. And that's how they would use, in my opinion, that would be how they would use, get them onboarded and to be able to seamlessly go, oh, hey, cool, I can just do this. Cash in, cash out really quick. Alibaba's not, Wire, I never heard of Wire before getting into Web3. I never heard of half of these. I heard of Stripe, I heard, other things. But in a lot of like the West, there's really not a ton of companies that do this, and there's money to be made, and that hole will get filled. But Alibaba's $232 billion company. This ain't going nowhere. Again, it's almost 4x times the market cap of Disney. This ain't going nowhere. This is probably going to be the most, I would say, the most reliable payment provider on the planet, like already. That's I can't wait for this. And what are the fees going to be like? I don't know. Again, they just announced a partnership with Alibaba. They haven't mentioned Alipay yet. This was just on David's Instagram. Veve Twitter account hasn't gone and said, "Oh, hey, partnering with." But it would just make sense. Like, I don't think you would partner with, like, the reason for partnering with Alibaba would most likely be so you could go and use their Alipay services. I mean, there's probably other things in general. Oh, hey, if we do Fidgetals, and they could run a promotion. You know how like Amazon does like College Day and Mother's Day. They do all these promotions. They'll be like, oh, hey, buy something on the Veve app or buy something from us. We'll ship it to you, and it'll come with a redemption code on the bottom of it. Girl, you don't even know. So that's the big news of the night. Let me see what some other stuff is going on here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. I think that is it, the Alipay. All right, so let me go over this real quick. Alibaba, over the last, let's just do year, has been fairly steady as a stock. It's actually since June of last year. I'm sorry, July 25th of last year, it stayed exactly the same. It's actually down over the last 5 years. It has been September of 2018. It was at 160 or 175 on August 1st. So if you go max, this actually, the price point has stayed exactly the same over the last 9 years. So why do people buy it? Again, they have we'll go over this real quick. The days range, it was up to 91. I think it finished at 90. It was up 8% at the close on 7 July. So it was up 8% yesterday. I'm not sure why the sudden uptick. I don't think it was, maybe they announced it over in Japan. Again, I don't think Veve would have this much of a big thing. Anyway, it had that. The 52-week range, it was up to 121. It has been down to 58, so it is a pretty wide range. 45 million in volume. The average volume is 19 million. Market cap is 232 billion. PE ratio, price to earnings is 24.08. Earnings per share is $3.76 or N76 cents. There's no dividends on it. There's no dividend year. 1 year target estimate is $137 dollars, which is not, let's say 40-ish% higher than it is now. But again, 8% in 1 day is pretty legit. And even after hours went up another 0.83%. So that's an additional 10% from the 8, so it's 8.83%. This is, go doing a deep dive into this. I would have to check the 10K. I'd have to check everything. I haven't done a deep dive into them. I did 9 years ago. 2014 Chavez did, but that was so long ago. I don't remember what that was anymore. Let's see what some people on the Twitter are saying. I haven't checked this. Let's go to the. Oh, nobody said anything on it yet. Call me Skywalker, give me those eyes. Wes is giving me those things. This is not posted on David G's Twitter page. I know it's posted on his Instagram, but he posted it. All right, we'll go on this. We have Blockchain Bullfrog says, "Let's freaking go." Wes is massive. Yeah, what's up, Stidwack? This is huge. Crazy Fan says, "Veve signing Alibaba is huge." Agreed. Again, this is our biggest partner. Ubisoft's great. Disney is obviously the number one with IP. Pokemon's number one in the world, but Disney's the biggest one that we have with IP. DC, Universal, Cartoon Network, all of these things are great. I think Disney's market cap is 65 billion. It might be above that. Let me check. It might be 165. I'm sorry. I might be tripping. I might be misremembering this. Oh yeah, I'm a derp. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Disney market cap is almost 160. I'll say 162 billion. So this is not 4x the size of Disney. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. This is only 232. So this is only $70 billion bigger than Disney. Okay, that was my bad. Only $70 billion difference. It's still massive. But yeah, this is our biggest one, our biggest partnership, and we could take over the world. Like this is world domination. Crazy. Taz says, excited to see how excited Randy's going to be here. I'm super excited. You have no idea. Mr. Coin says, big news. Uncle Me says, just commented on your tweet, Randy. Check out the article about Alibaba Cloud. All right, I'll see. All right, where's my tweet? Cloud Avalanche trying to help build metaverse, easy for companies. A lot of good technology in the background. Ooh, I can't wait to read this. Super exciting. Let's see what we got. Oh, all right. This is from Decrypt. Thank you, Uncle Mish. All right. Let's read this. Oh, this is very recent also. Only 2 months ago, Avalanche and Alibaba Cloud want to help businesses create their own metaverses. Cloudverse will provide businesses that use Alibaba with a fast and seamless way to launch and maintain their own metaverse, the company said. Layer 1 blockchain Avalanche has partnered with the Alibaba's group. Oh, so we could possibly get... All right, you know how there's 4 different versions of OMI? Like there's GoChain OMI, there's ERC20 OMI, there's Wrapped OMI, like MOMI, and then there's Polygon OMI. I wonder if we could do something where we could get this is Avalanche OMI type of deal. Anyway, Avalanche has partnered with Alibaba's group Digital Technology and Intelligence Division, Alibaba Cloud, to build out metaverses on the blockchain. Metaverse launcher Cloudverse was announced at the Avalanche Summit 2 conference in Barcelona. The partnership aims to provide businesses that operate inside the Alibaba ecosystem with a fast and seamless way to launch and maintain their own metaverses. According to the team at Avalanche, Cloudverse gives businesses an easy, white glove, and cost-effective way to expand their brands to the Web3 virtual world. A third partner, Metaverse Universal Assets, a DAO commonly known as MWA will provide the middleware, offering a service layer that will help integrate and customize the metaverse waiting to be built. Cloudverse, powered by Avalanche, offers millions of consumer-facing businesses a quick, low-overhead, one-stop gateway into Web3. Oh my gosh, some competition now. No, I'm joking. I mean, it's completely different things. No competition. John Wu, president of Ava Lab, said in an announcement, "We look forward to seeing how businesses expand into the Cloudverse and continuing to build the future with Alibaba Cloud. The partnership will allow companies building on Cloudverse to accept, support visualizations, interactive functions, and all sorts of features, and will be enabled through Avalanche and MWA DAO." Again, this is for people that are just joining. This is the Avalanche and Alibaba partnership talking about metaverses. So metaverse is clearly on the brain for lots of people in the East. This is yet another leap into Web3 from tech giant Alibaba, which struck up a relationship with Avalanche in December of 2022 when they developed the infrastructure as a service, or IaaS, on the platform that allows for Asia-based users to launch node validators in a bid to increase blockchain adoption in the region. And I'll say this. Nobody makes it big in China without the government getting their tax, without that government getting their fee. You know how in some places in like Jersey or anywhere there's mob runs, like, oh, hey, or anywhere, I guess that's gang run now, you got to get the, hey, you want your business to stay safe? You got to pony up. You want your business to thrive in China? You got to pony up. So they are probably in really good hands with the government over there. This is the exact type of partnership you want. You want someone that is friends with the government and can get things done for you. Like, you know how when Tesla went there, the government bent over backwards to get a Tesla gigafactory over in Shanghai. Not that they would need to, because China right now is really big on going and telling their banks, say like, hey, really push the Bitcoin initiative, really push this. And you know, China played fast and loose with people say like, oh, we're banning Bitcoin, we're unbanning it, we're banning it. And now obviously they're pretty pro Bitcoin. If there were to be any hurdles for Veve operating in China, ain't no more. Gone now. Use that relationship, use that muscle that you have with Alibaba. This just gave us smooth sailing. Now all of China knows you're here. I cannot, again, I haven't been this excited since Disney. Moving on here. Raymond Zhao, head of international Web3 solutions for Alibaba Cloud Intelligence, said in a blog post, "Through the launch of the Metaverse Launchpad on Avalanche for Cloudverse, we are excited to offer businesses a way to kickstart their metaverse journeys and drive innovations and new possibilities for their businesses while elevating customer experiences." So Alibaba, I wonder if, I mean, who wants to be in like a, so I'm going to say right now, two different trains of thoughts. Who wants to be in an Alibaba metaverse? Like, they just ship things and, you know, they're, again, like the Amazon of it, whatever. They can create their own IP if they want to. Will be successful. I don't know. But then on the other end of it, Wendy's filing for their metaverse, CVS filing for their metaverse. Like, what on earth does CVS need to file their metaverse for? They have. When you go and take a look at Alibaba getting into metaverses, I think they're just kind of taking the wait and see approach, saying, oh, hey, let me have Avalanche do all of these things for the metaverse so we can, and now they have access to Veveverse. This, I can't wait. And maybe that's how, I don't know exactly what servers they would be on, but maybe Veve goes to Avalanche and be like, hey, you know, we're building this Veveverse. Can we like host on your servers? I'm not sure how they would do it. I'm not sure how it would work, but I'm sure that both partnered, we might have access to each other and help a little bit. Anyway, over on that Twitter, oh, there's some more replies. What is Avalanche? All right, copy. I'll do a deep dive onto Avalanche again at some point as well. Second grade. Oh, all right. Maybe I'll. Ooh, double ooh. Maybe I'll triple ooh. I had so this is on. I might have to delete that. I might have to go and. You're talking on the Prince Ali. You're talking on my status from like last year. I don't need that. Yeah, talk on the status for this year. Talk on the status of the one I just made. All right, moving on. We got JL says, "Let's go, Veve fam. D Supreme at Blockchain Bullfrog. China and USA not friendly on terms. Each would like its citizens' data stored on their terms. Yeah, fair. Good thing Akomi and Vivi's not a USA company." Jinferno says, "Howdy. Howdy, Jinferno. Alice Howdy says, okay, what now? Massive. Absolutely bananas." RB says, "For cloud hosting." Okay, yeah, well, you have cloud hosting that they offer, but this is a lot bigger than that. Aaron says, "Yo, Veve to the Suki." Uncle Me says, "Fireworks for the partnership." Yeah. Veve to the clouds. Smarty Pants RB, yeah, but if it was just for storage, that wouldn't require a partnership per se. No, it's definitely not it. Vive's definitely doing this for their Alipay. And again, Alipay might just be part of it. And again, this is all speculation. But again, because they're the Amazon of Asia, all Veve has to do is say, "Hey, we're going to ship a bunch of stuff. We're going to use you," and they'll be picking up a bunch of different shipping lines. And this is good for Alibaba too. Again, Vive's not just like, oh yeah, they're worth like $10 million. No, they're a multi-billion-dollar company. This is not this is not nothing for Alibaba. Alibaba's like, oh, nice. And now, if they want to do a cap raise, they don't need to go to Disney. They don't need to go to Universal. They don't need to go to DC has like money issues anyway. But I think Disney's been down on their movies. They've lost a little bit of money on them. So maybe they wouldn't be looking at investing in anyone right now anyway. But yeah, if they need to do a funding round, Alibaba can host that, no problem. I don't know what's in their war chest, how much they got in free cash flow, how much they got. I'll do a deep dive on Alibaba at some point, and I'll do another. It's just Baba, right? Yeah, and I'll do like a whole video on them explaining the ins and outs of it. Let's take a look at a couple of things right here. I wonder if it's in any of Yahoo Finance news. China's ant gives trapped investors an opportunity to cash out. This is perfect. The financial technology giant told its shareholders it would buy back up to $6 billion in stock more than 2 years after its blockbuster initial public offerings, or yada yada. I don't know the rest of that. I'm not subscribed to the Wall Street Journal. Why Alibaba's stock soared on Friday? Why this is just a start? There's definitely this is from the Motley Fool. I think. I think I subscribed to this at one point. I don't think I do anymore. Soaring on Friday. This might be waiting for so long. Should you invest in Alibaba right now? It's not letting me see. All right, it's not letting me see that because I haven't updated my subscription to them for a long time. Let me go on to some other. All right, what we got for press releases? Alibaba's Tmall Global brings U.S. clean beauty brand The Detox. Cool. That's original stunning Wall Street. Ooh. The rest are from like 15 days ago, so I won't go there. Oh, super chat coming in from Aldous Howard saying could lead to integration with AliExpress, their NFT marketplace. Eventual sales of Veve NFTs on that Asian marketplace would be beyond. Let's take a look at AliExpress. Let's do a quick Google search, and let's see what we got here. I have the fattest fingers. I keep hitting the period button. All right, AliExpress. Let's go to Wikipedia. Wikipedia, for some reason, is still like the most trusted news source site. AliExpress is an online retail service based in China and owned by the Alibaba Group. Launched in 2010, it is made up of small businesses in China and other locations such as Singapore that offer products to international online buyers. It is the most visited e-commerce website in Russia and was the 10th most popular website in Brazil. It facilitates small business. Oh, it's a lot of BRICS nations. Interesting. It facilitates small businesses to sell customers all over the world. AliExpress has drawn comparison to eBay as sellers are independent and use the platform to offer products to buyers. Business model, blah, blah, blah. Started as a business-to-business buying and selling portal, it has since expanded to include business-to-consumer, consumer-to-consumer, cloud computing, and payment service. As of 2016, AliExpress ran websites in English, Spanish, Dutch, French, Italian, German, Polish, Turkish, Portuguese, Indonesian, and Russian languages. English being the default offered to those countries with languages outside the preceding list. AliExpress is often used by e-commerce stores that a drop-ship business model. Sellers on AliExpress can be either companies or individuals. AliExpress is different from Amazon because it acts only as an e-commerce platform and does not itself sell products directly to consumers. It directly connects Chinese businesses with buyers. Although most of the retailers are Chinese, AliExpress is aimed at international import buyers and does not sell to customers in mainland China. Customers in China use fellow Alibaba subsidiary Taobao because of its convenience in delivery and service, especially payment method Alipay. The site offers a popular affiliate marketing program where partners are rewarded with a commission on sales for sending visitors to the site. Oh, maybe Veve can get part of that too. I'll do a. All right. So government responses on this. In November 2020, India's Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology banned the AliExpress mobile phone app along with 42 other Chinese apps. Yeah, there's been a lot of dispute on certain lands, who owns what. That makes sense. In 2022, the Office of the United States Trade Representative added AliExpress to its list of notorious markets for counterfeiting and piracy. Piracy. All right, so I'm going to try AliExpress NFT and see what that comes up. I'm going to launch Alibaba's e-commerce. Okay, so we have forecast news from 4 weeks ago saying non-fungible token project The Moment will launch 5,555 NFTs on June 25th in collaboration with AliExpress, the global online retail platform of China's e-commerce Alibaba group. Ooh, fast facts. Product source now on Twitter, blah, blah, blah. This post was later removed by AliExpress, but can still be seen on the Twitter page of its partner, The Moment 3. This is more about The Moment 3. All right, AliExpress items can be purchased with multiple cryptocurrencies as payments via Shopping.io, including meme coin Floki, which was added 31 May. Oh, this will be interesting. So if they're adding Floki, they could definitely add Omi. Moving on. AliExpress is a global e-commerce platform owned by Alibaba Group. Though the company is headquartered in China, it does not sell to customers in mainland China. Yep, we run over all that. Chinese government banned all cryptocurrency transactions in 2021 and has issued multiple warnings on the risks of NFT speculation. But that was in 2021, and I don't think this has been updated since then because they are very much pushing Bitcoin right now. Anyway, moving on here. We've got, Alibaba's number 39 market cap in the world. Alibaba is the 39 biggest business in the world. Put that on your plate. Comment down below if you get that reference. Now, where was I? Cosmos A says, John Doe says, what? Oracle says, Alibaba has a lot of ties to the Chinese Communist government. This could be a double-edged sword. Nah, I mean, you think was it bad for Tesla to go in there? No, it was great for Tesla to go in there. This is 100, dude, use it to your advantage. And I ain't saying nothing bad about China on my stream anymore. I gotta change this America. I'm not gonna change the American flag. I mean, I change it every now and then to the. Actually, where'd my other patch go? I don't know where it went. Oh, I'll find it at some point. CMRE patch. Anyway, moving on here. No, this is perfect. You want the approval and you want to be in business with the business partners of the Chinese government. I went over this before. This is the best thing that could happen for Veve in mainland China. RB said Alipay would be dope. Agreed. And there's no way that they have this partnership without Alipay. Sam Picasso says, I love people trying to downplay this. You can be excited to see the possibilities without thinking bags will pump today. Oh, did this do anything? I don't know if this did anything to Omi. We had somebody over the last couple of days that had bought like 70 million Omi. This had done nothing for the price of Omi. Again, I wouldn't expect it to. Most people don't know what Alibaba is. Most people don't know what Alipay is because, again, being a subsidiary of it is something that they could use. Although it had 1.2 million in volume today, but again, that was from that ridiculous spike of somebody buying like 40 million this morning. And then other people were buying a little, but anyway, moving on, y'all. Dog Boy says, what's up, Randy? Just got back from our cruise. Missed you, bro. Oh, I hope you had a good time. I hope you had a good time. D Supreme says, Alibaba would store Chinese user data and Amazon would store America and friendlies. Yeah, that's fine. Alibaba Cloud would store everything in the East. Amazon could store everything in the West. That's fine. I'm game for it. Mo Collection says, what's going on? So Alibaba is going to provide servers for Veve? Well, it could do that. But really what I'm hoping that they do is they use Alipay, which is how they're going to onboard users in Japan, China, wherever. It's because again, they serve 1 billion users. And so here's, okay. If you are over 40 years old and you know some, or let's say if you have Chinese friends and you have some Chinese parents, or you know their parents, and let's say they're old school, like they knew the history of World War II, and maybe they're not that big of fans of Japan. You'll know why. Or if you know your history, you'll know why. But what was as this question? Uh, so they'll most likely provide stuff again over the last 20, 30 years. People are just like, you know what? Japan's got anime, they've got hentai. It's fine. I feel like there's a lot less hate for Japan in the younger Chinese generation, especially if you can make money. Like I don't care if someone hits me with their car and they say, "Oh, hey, I'm sorry about that, but I have a really cool business proposal where you're going to make a ton of money." Okay, that's fine. I'll forgive you. Um, Also, I'm just relatively forgiving person, especially when it benefits my needs. So yeah, you see a lot of Chinese companies over the last couple decades be really, really warm and open to Japan because hey, guess what? Their money spends too, and they have a lot of cool stuff. So I think what I'm really hoping is that they'll use Alibaba's Alipay to start in Japan because again, the app is only translated into Spanish, French, and Japanese, and not Chinese yet. But this was really convenient timing, saying like, "Oh, hey, translate the app into Japanese. We have this meeting in Tokyo. We have Alibaba signed, and then now it's um, I think they would be able to use it, no problem. But again, just my opinion." Josie says, "So what's the difference between Ali's partnership and the relationship they have with eBay?" So neat either way. I'm just trying to differentiate. Ali's partnership with eBay, or Veve's partnership with eBay, because I don't think Veve has a partnership with eBay. Unless I'm having a stroke and I'm tripping, I don't think Veve has a partnership with eBay. So if you could elaborate on that, Josh, I'll be happy to answer. Ginferno got the comment number 562 today on the drop. Very nice. Carl R says, "Where's the link?" It's on David's Instagram. So just go on Instagram and search David Yu. You search David Yu NZ because that's his Instagram name. Whoa. Hello. Sorry. Jesus. All right. What was I doing here? All right, David Yu. Yeah, it was 2 hours ago. They had done it. He had posted it. So not too long ago. I'm not that late on the news. Moving on here. Randy, what could this mean for Omi? Well, I mean, you can use crypto with Alipay, but you don't. It doesn't have to be like if China decides to once again step away from Bitcoin and ban crypto, it doesn't matter. They could just use their onboarding thing they could just use Alipay for Veve. It doesn't need to be crypto. But because of what we were talking about before, yeah, they could 100% use, they could add Omi with that. I mean, again, if they had Floki as a form of payment on certain things, they'll list Omi. I don't expect any of this to come to fruition for several months. I mean, it's possible that they could roll it out really soon. I mean, David did say on VV Magic's stream like a month or two ago that they did get approved for marketing. I don't think there's any better way to market in the East. I don't think there's any better way. And I mean, they got money. Vivi's got money. So when they start marketing, how much are they going to put into it? What is that going to look like? Are they going to go traditional, hey, Super Bowl ad? Are they going to say like, hey, Mr. Beast? I don't know. I mean, Mr. Beast got a Super Bowl on every single one of his videos. But yeah, I'd be really curious to see what they do. Moving on. So for Omi, eventually, if they, again, after months, if they decide to use it, well, I mean, they would need more exchanges. And to get on more exchanges, you would go and say, oh, hey, guess what? I have these very particular set of skills. No. If they go on exchanges, then it's easier to get. Then I think this could make Omi pump just from use case, burns, do whatever. I mean, again, the more people that are on Veve, the more people that are going to stake Omi, the more people that are going to use it to buy waitlist tickets, the more people that are going to eventually use it for Omi to NFT. But again, this is kind of months down the road. Like we'll get Omi staking in season 0, like this quarter, and then we'll get Omi to buy tickets hopefully in somewhere in maybe Q4, and then Omi to NFT. You know, maybe after that, or maybe they'll reverse that. Again, I don't know what's going to happen, but I wouldn't expect any sudden change right away unless people wake up tomorrow, they see this news, and they just put a whole bunch of stuff into Omi. That's possible as well. Omi? Yeah, Omi. Soldier USAF says, "Hey Randy, hope all is well for the boy. How does this partnership make you feel about the bull run? Updated price prediction." Hold on a sec. I gotta do something real quick. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a lot of. Hold on. Wait a sec here. Minutes. All right. I gotta delete something here because I don't want to. Like, God forbid. Hold on. Okay. This was definitely not priced in to any of the collectibles. It was not priced into any of the choice of Omi, even though it got announced, and the people that can like read the writing on the wall, they can see the forest from the trees. It's most people will be like, "Oh, cool," you know, like they're just not gonna know what it is, and they're not gonna know like even if it's like when Tesla has their battery day, and they're saying, "Hey, we're gonna be able to do X, Y, and Z, this, and this," and then the people like Wall Street doesn't understand that. The analysts that cover Tesla didn't understand that. They're just like, I don't know what this means. And then you have to have people like me, you have to have YouTubers go like, oh, hey, because of this, bring it down like a Sandy Munro video. This means X, Y, and Z. So you'll have other people. It won't just be me. You'll have Foster Hill. You'll have every single other content creator covering this. I'd be really curious to see how people talk about it in spaces. I don't want to say this. The conversations that I see happening on certain podcasts and happening on Twitter Spaces, they're very, very different, and I'm glad that both of them exist. But I don't think people realize the possibilities and the gravity of the situation, and how much this means for Veve and Alibaba too, but how much it really means for Veve up until they see it in action. And then they say, oh, now all of China knows you're here. I'm going to use that line every single day now for the rest of my life. And once they see that, and again, there's a show called Crazy Rich Asians. They didn't make a show called Crazy Rich Peruvians. So you're going to see a lot more whales. Like, and there are people that I know in China that they were never able to get a drop because it's not available in China. There are probably going to be drops now, and there's probably going to be some salty Americans, probably going to be some salty Europeans that'd be like, oh, I can't get this drop. Why is it only available in China? We've had a major advantage for way too long, and unfortunately, we're not going to have that major advantage forever. There are going to be certain drops. There might even be key drops that are not available to America. I can see people already being like, oh, hey, we're the ones that built this app. We built this city. Like, we built this app. And, why are you giving it to China? And it's like, okay, well, if you have a Chinese property, if you have a Chinese or any type of Asian property, like, you might want to go and, give it to them. There are certain things that I would like to see available globally, obviously, but certain things, that's probably going to happen. You got to appease them. Blockchain Bullfrog says, Alibaba going to accept payments in Omi? Well, I mean, they'll definitely have it as an option to pay for other things. I don't think that you'll have that as like to pay for all the stuff in China. Like, I don't think that's I don't know if I was CEO, if I was Jack Ma, I would just go and be like, hey, guess what? I'm going to Veve. We'll do this partnership. Like, we'll do this for you, but I want 2% of your company, and I want like $1 million worth of Omi. Just because, oh God, that would be, I mean, obviously, if they don't do it, Veve would go to the next other person. But I would, just because I know what Veve is, I don't know. I bet you some of them again, if I'm going to go and do business with a company, I'm going to check out everything about them. Like again, like when I go and invest in companies like Tesla, like Fastly, like Illumina, like Square, like Veve, I go and I watch the CEO's interviews. Well, David's been on my podcast multiple times, so there's a decent chance that they've probably seen my videos, at least one of them, and they've probably seen they've probably seen Veve Magic's videos with David. They've probably seen anyone that's ever had David on their podcast, on their show, maybe in Twitter Space with Lori Brenner, and they've probably said that, okay, well, how does the community see him? How do other people talk about him? How do they talk about him to his face? How do they talk about him when he's not there? So, and again, I'm with you guys. I'm with you. Means horse. I'm one of you. Jack Ma, if you're listening, can I get you on the podcast? I think that'd be really great. Speak English. You're very smart. I really, really like you. Anyway, moving on here. Yeah, accepting payment in OMI. You'd start with it, and then you start by offering it as payment, but for other things, not like you can pay for these, Dashi nuggets. I'm just making Dashi food, with OMI. Like, I don't think that'll be it right away. I think they would do Bitcoin over anything. John Doe, they're basically Chinese Amazon. Yes, pretty much. Pavlistan Amerivid says, let's go. Tiger Lies says, great news, just the beginning for Veve. Vidimon says him 3-2-1, Paul Barron likes me. Jorge Gabriel says, what Alibaba can do for Veve, it can do so much. That onboarding of again, they service 1.3 billion users with Alipay. That's a lot of use. Again, let's say you get 0.1% of those people, right? So what would that be? So it'd be 130 million, so it'd be 13 million. So it 0.1% would be 1.3 million people. Oh my God, just new overnight. Again, once they do some promotion. John Doe says, yeah, I missed this morning's drop by like an hour. Ooh, gotta set those alarms, man. This coin says Asians are crazy. They pumped every skin in CSGO market. Yeah. In Earth 2, what I saw, as soon as Korea got in the game, I was like, guys, I see this. You see why Korea's pumping up? And I knew it. I knew it as soon as Koreans were getting in the game. I'm still salty that these two Koreans purchased the land that the Statue of Liberty is on for $50,000. That should be in America's hands, in my opinion. That is one of my greatest regrets that I did not get that, because that should be in America's hands. I want to go and anyway, this just goes to show you that when Asians came in, they would go to a country, buy the fudge up out of that country, sell a lot of it, use those funds to buy the fudge up out of the next country, sell a lot of it. Again, keeping key points with parks, keeping key points in stadiums, keeping key points in all of these different things. And yeah, they cleaned house, man. They made so much money. They're gonna do the exact same thing with Veve. And guys, I'm just gonna put it out here. There will be battles for land. There will, again, there was a time in Earth 2 where I saw that inflection point. I covered it in a video where the land, this is American land, the land in Earth 2, this digital land that was based in America, was worth more than the actual land that you could buy in person. The same exact thing will happen not the exact thing. There's not going to be a, New York City in Veveverse. Or maybe there will. I don't know. But this is going to be forever. The property can't be damaged. You can't nuke. You can't have nuclear fallout in a digital place. There are not going to be terrorist attacks in a digital place. Unless we get Super Mario like bomb bombs, and then but you're not going to have that. This will be preserved. This will be swift. I have no issues going and spending a large amount of my OMI on land in the Veveverse, because again, I know what Asians are going to come and do. They did the same exact thing in Earth 2. They're They're going to buy the fudge out of it. They're going to sell off the ones that are okay. They're going to keep the prime spots of real estate. And I want that land in America's hands. I want Americans unite. Degeneration X. All right, sorry, moving on. Vidimon says Alibaba would probably want to sell products in the Veveverse, and if you can buy products with Omi, that would be pretty sweet. And maybe if you own a specific NFT, you get a discount. I'm actually going to take a picture of that because that sounds really dope. Ooh, I got a lot of messages. I gotta go in. All right, hold on. Oh, these messages. Okay, we're gonna. Dance Buddha Panda says, when China. Sorry for Alibaba contracts. Listen very carefully. Repeating again, this is how David is doing things. This is real Chinese business, bro. I told you now this is happening. Following dance is following Chinese. Dance Buddha Panda. I never followed you back. All right, following you back right now. Let me go and give you a like. And let me say, meow. Say meow to you. Yeah, meow, Wendy. Okay, moving on. We've got I'll just have it. Thank you so much for the super chat. It says could lead to integration with AliExpress, their NFT marketplace. Eventual sale of Veve NFTs on that Asian marketplace would be beyond. Agreed. Taz says I've used AliExpress a lot in the past. It's just getting bigger and bigger. That's what I want. Tiger Lies says AliExpress will be great when the Fidgetals become part of the Veve ecosystem. I don't know when that happens, but that will happen. They might make some announcements at San Diego Comic-Con. I won't be there, so I don't know, but yeah, it's going to be dope. Carla R says, can something happen with Omi already, though? It will. It will. It'll take some time. This is more about Veve. Again, I want Omi to pump more than anyone. I have 172 million of it. But, this is good for Veve, which will eventually be good for Omi. And Tree says, I missed it. What happened? But we partnered with a $232 billion company, so that's pretty heckin' good. Facts from Felix says, what's your realistic price for MC1 secret rare in a bull market? I need to know how many of them are in suspected bot accounts. If I can determine that, I can determine how much. 50,000 plus. Because there's a lot of them. There's a lot. Could it be 100,000? Sure. I would think AF-15 would probably be the bigger one, because it's Spider-Man. It's a lot less. I think there's 60,000 MC1s, right? There's 10,000. There's a fraction of them for AF-15s. You got Dogboy saying Rita Baby wants to show off the KRE8 art we bought on the cruise. I DM'd your Twitter. He needs to be on Veve. Okay, all right. Let's take a look at this. Thank you for super chat, Dogboy. Ooh. Oh my. This is really good. This is... You remember how in Schitt's Creek, when the family was like really worried about David trying to open up a store, and they're like, you've never been in business. This is not going to be good. And then he opens it, and then Moira goes to Eugene Levy, and she's like, John, I would shop here. I would buy this. In that same breath, I'll say, dear YouTube, I would buy this. This is something that I would go and... This has nothing to do with Alibaba. It's just a really good artist that Dogboy wants on Veve. So my friend Raythax messaged me the other day, and he's like, hey, how do we get this artist on Veve? I was like, listen, Mumbot, cool chick. I'll try to get her on the podcast at some point. Her and David met in DCon in 2021. Mumbot officially partnered with Akomi in 2022. We still do not have any of her stuff on here, and David really likes Mumbot. So for any artist to get on Veve, it would take years. I mean, heck, they have like the Banksy stuff, and that's, they announced that last year. We still don't have any of that stuff. Anyway, moving on. Where was I? What part? All right, so John Doe says, I mean, what kind of partnership is it? A payment provider? Does Alibaba have IP? I'm not sure, like what service, or what I mean. Maybe you spoke about it and I missed it. Yeah. So really, in my opinion, why you want Alibaba is for two reasons. One is their Alipay, which is their payment service provider that can help onboard everyone onto Veve in China, in Asia, and also with crypto as well. That could be their version of crypto pay-in. And then you have, it's like a one-stop shop. But then again, it's the Amazon of China. And when you go and say, hey, we want to go and, what do you call it? Say, hey, we want to go and do fidgetals. Can you ship them for us? I don't think that would be a big deal. I think this is going to work well for Alibaba as well, saying, oh, we're in the digital market. We're in the physical and digital. This increases their numbers by a lot. This is very good. John Doe says, I mean, what kind of oh yeah, I just read that. TV Zman says, so this partnership can also be used for fidgetals? Yes, it can, and I'm sure it will. Dumping Science says, so what's so special about? I feel like so that was asked almost 20 minutes ago. I had talked about Alibaba for 30 minutes before you commented that. Go up for any of those first 30 minutes. And Detox says that's why the price spiked around noon. I don't think that was it. One of those was a friend of mine that bought 40 million OMI. He did not know about this Alibaba partnership. And I know he didn't know. John Doe says, so maybe they'll be opened up through all the businesses that utilize Alibaba and potentially more partnerships through some other Chinese companies and businesses. Yes, I agree that's something that can happen as well. Looking at potentials ahead. Me too. Cool Mo says, just got here. This headline true? Tell me yes, Randy. Yes, Bay. Yes, Cool Mo. We have a partnership with the 39th biggest company in the world. That's heckin' dope. Andrew D-Dog says, region-specific drops would be great for trading. That is a really good point. It would be great for trading. Dogboy, thank you so much for the super chat. I got it. It's great. The photos are cool. I like yours a little bit better. JL says, any date set for Modern Investor yet? Now, I'll message him again. I'll give him a nudge again right now. Modern Investor. Okay, let's shoot him a message. So again, he's the one that reached out to me. So I'm not BSing you here. Hey, Veve just partnered with Alibaba. Want to come on the podcast and talk about it soon? I mean, I'm live right now, but this is not a StreamYard, so yeah. All right, moving on. Crypto Cosmos says, shame to see Alibaba partner with a dead company. I know, right? Bill Gardner says Alibaba. Heck yeah, brother. JL says, is Paul Barron going to declare Alibaba as dead now? Maybe this is his zombie domino theory. Oh, dude, I can't wait to see people's faces. Should I tag him in something and just be like, oh, hey, what do you think about this? He unfollowed me, I think, so which is fine. It's fine. I don't need him to follow me. Let's see what he's been posting. Paul Barron Network. Oh no, he's still. Oh, the Paul Barron Network is following me. Talking about Bitcoin, having Kathy Wood on there is smart. I watch things with Kathy Wood all the time. I love her. She is bae. Also, if I could ask everyone to go and ask everyone to smash that like button. 90 people here. It's a free way to help support the channel. That'd be super great. Love y'all. Smash it. We got Crazy Dan 420. Paul Barron is still dead. You guys are crazy. I'm so curious to see his next piece. To be like, oh, is Veve not dead anymore? Can we all just mass tag him? Like, hey, is Veve dead still? We shouldn't do that. That's petty. We don't need to do that. We should not do that. We should not. Should totally not do that. Does anyone want to tag Paul Barron? No, I don't want to do this. I will not be the face of somebody going and doing that. Alibaba NFTs. Yeah, you could do that. I'd buy it. I'd buy it. Just have a big A. Well, we have an Avengers A. We'd have an Alibaba A. Could you imagine like on Avengers Tower instead of the Avengers A, you just put A for Alibaba. That's Alibaba Tower. I would do it. Like again, if you have, could you imagine if we had Apple and we just had a little apple, just an Apple symbol? I'd buy it. Everyone would buy it. Um, yeah, yeah, I'd buy it. If you had an Amazon thing, yeah, I'd buy that as well. Um, yeah, totally. Move on. Polybaba. Big A says, when you say you believe on their partnership is your opinion, does that mean nobody knows what the actual deal of the possible future partnership is? Well, I mean, David knows. I would imagine he would keep that very small. I would imagine like the actual final details of what the partnership is will be released to us in time. I would say I would say over the next couple of months. Again, David just mentioned this on his Instagram. It's not on the official VV Twitter. It probably will be on the VV Twitter tomorrow after we do the Kung Fu Panda drop. I'll probably be going live for that tomorrow. Kung Fu Panda is very strong. I have to go. It's going to be an interesting live because I have a lot. I did some research on it. I have a lot of really interesting information on Kung Fu Panda. Um, like just yes, the money's good, whatever. But you have his fighting style and the like. I never watched him, so when I did the research, like, oh, he can do this. Like these movies might actually seem really good, and I might have to watch them. Um, I forget where I was going with this, but yeah, the actual deal. They'll probably announce it after the Kung Fu Panda drop tomorrow. Once they drop that, I would say around like 3 o'clock maybe p.m. Eastern Standard Time, they'll do an announcement and be like, "Oh, just mentioning that they inked a deal." If you go on David's Instagram, I don't think it's yeah, it just says looking forward to doing partnerships and access to the wider Asian community. More hashtag VVFams. And I'm guessing what it is right now. Yeah, this is just ceremonious. It's just the Veve and Alibaba memorandum of understanding signing ceremony. Like it's just a ceremony. Like they've already inked the deal. I don't know how many times. Actually, wait a second. Hold on. This is an old picture. This had to be many moons ago. This had to be months ago, if not, because David's hair is a lot shorter. Like I'm gonna be that dude right now. Hold on. I'm gonna be that dude. Oh, it says the 7th of 2023, but it doesn't say what date on the 7th. It doesn't say which. Welcome to Alibaba. So it could have been yesterday. So either David got and I'll show you what I mean here. Show you exactly what I mean. You'll see it in 2 seconds. Okay, here's David supposedly yesterday, where he's purposely covering the date, I feel like, but here's him yesterday, right? Supposedly. And here's him a few days ago. Either he got a haircut, because if you look at the sides, that's like a 3 on the sides. And that's like a hasn't been cut on the sides, even though it's slicked back. So I would say he's wearing the same shirt. David, did you do laundry? Yeah, I'm there. It's the same shirt. But again, either this is an old picture, and again, you see that this is from the 7th, but it doesn't. You can't see exactly what date it is. I think this picture is actually from months ago, but I could be wrong. It could just be me. Anyway, like I said, the 100 people here. Yay! Get those likes up, guys. Smash the like button. But the actual partnership, it could encompass all 4 of these things. It could encompass the NFT marketplace. It could encompass Alipay. It could encompass the cloud server, and then it could encompass the fidgetals. So you have 4 potential things that it could encompass, any one of them would be fine, but that Alipay is probably the biggest thing in my opinion. Omi Token Nutty, he says, Omi Alibaba cryptocurrency. Well, we have enough of it. There's several billion. It's hundreds of billions. King Veve says, great news, but do you think this helps, hurts, or non-factor with a potential partnership with Amazon? So I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to spin you a yarn here. Is it season 4 or season 3? I think it's season 3 of Gilmore Girls, where Emily and Richard kind of trick Rory into, they visit Yale, and then when they go and they do that, they have her meet like one of the heads of admittance, whatever. And Lorelai's pissed. She's like, why would you do this? Why wouldn't you let Rory prepare? She's going to Harvard. She's doing this. And Rory wasn't pissed that she got to meet the dean or whatever. She's pissed that she didn't get to prepare. And then Emily, snaps back at Lorelai and says, hey, don't you think Harvard might want her more if she knows that she got into Yale? Like, if Rory got into Yale, wouldn't that make Harvard want her more? You ever think about that, Lorelai? So in that particular instance, in that same breath, I'll say, like, hey, if you're partnering with the Amazon of Asia, Amazon's probably going to want you more. I mean, Amazon could not sign Veve and miss out on that opportunity, or they could sign Veve in the U.S. and they could make more money with them. They could grow their partnership. They have, really good things there. Dale says, I think Paul Barron slinked away after threatening to sue Foster Hill on Twitter. He's a moron. Not Foster Hill, Paul Barron, but we love Foster Hill. Does it end with the blowback of the community? Decide to focus on other things? Yeah. Hanselmite says, is there any IP you wouldn't buy? I mean, there's plenty I don't buy already. Not because I don't think it's cool. It's just because, focusing on buying other things, like some Omi and some Grumpy Cat and 4chan and some Veve stuff. I mean, I don't know, I wouldn't buy anything like a hate symbol. I don't, well, no, I mean, if there was anything like that, that type of thing would belong in like a museum, but I don't know, I buy a lot of things that I don't want or need because they're fun, they're cool, you gotta be free. Moving on. Omi Token Nutty says, it says 7/7/23, does it? Okay, well then I guess it was yesterday, and David did get a haircut. So that was my bad. Oh, shoot. It just says 7th. Unless I'm tripping. I mean, I know it says 7/7, like he posted it. No, I posted it on the 8th. But no Uber Eats. I do not want to get with you there. Where was I? Bill Gardner says, dang, I was at a grad party and just jumped in. Alibaba, that's insane. I know. Mr. MC1 says, the deal with Alibaba Cloud, so presume it's just a cloud hosting agreement. We could assume that obviously that's part of the deal. You see that in the actual, what's that called? You see that in the actual picture. I don't think it's just the cloud hosting. But perhaps significance is that Veve is planning for growth in Asia with the new language capability and cloud service. Yes, that is the most basic thing that we have, and that part is fine. I'm expecting a lot more, though. I'm expecting a ton more with Alibaba. But yes, as of right now, what we see is just the... Oh, shoot. Let me go to my photos here. Oh, no, I don't have it in the photos. But yes, what we see is just the Memorandum of Understanding signing ceremony with Alibaba Cloud, which, again, one of the subsidiaries of it. So that's one thing that we have. Do we have Alipay? Do we have AliExpress? Do we have the NFT marketplace? Do we have the Fidgetals? I'm pretty sure we could get all of those things. The Alipay is probably the big thing, though, even though this is with AliCloud, which is fine. I'm 100% okay with that. And Mr. MC1 was the last of the comments. So I'm going to go over some Twitter stuff here. Alfred Kahn retweeted, wow, Sir Elton John. In honor of your last concert, we want to express our deepest gratitude for Sir Elton John for all he's done for the First Responders Children's Foundation during the challenging times of the Rona, hosting the Fox Presents iHeartRadio Living Room Concert. Good for you, Al Khan and First Responders Children's Foundation. I might be going and seeing him on Macy's Day Parade with Lori Brenner. I'll keep you all posted. Where was I? Pappy7189 says, win a chance on R2D2. What Veve influencer didn't start eating eggs until they were in their 20s? Extra hint, they wanted to be a gym teacher when he or she was young. Sleep in Comics, Foster Hill, Veve Magic, or Kid Arcade. Not eating eggs until you're in your 20s. Do Canadians have chickens? If Canadians don't have chickens, then I don't know. I don't think Foster Hill want to be a gym teacher. I'm gonna go with Kid Arcade. Oh, I feel like Kid Arcade. Yeah, all right. Anyway. Other stuff we have. Ooh. Moving on. Big A says Asian servers would be step 1 of solidifying into Asian markets. So if this is a multi-step process, which of course it is, then this is a very good first step. Like I said, I wouldn't expect anything crazy big into Asia for a couple of months, just because the fact that you have and I think for the Alibaba Cloud. Let me see something here real quick though. All right, Alibaba Cloud, I believe, has like 1 million followers on Twitter. Yes, they do. More than just the cloud. 1.1 million followers on Twitter. Not too shabby. Cole T says, David and Dan definitely have a master plan with all this, and I can't wait to see what it entails in due time. Same here, friend. Same here. Scott Keogh says the Veve Asian collectibles might be a smart buy in our marketplace about now, and a Todd or 7. You right. Tiger Lies says, I'm looking forward to Veve pivoting into the Southeast Asian market. It's good news for me being in the Philippines. Get it, brother. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I was not expecting to go live tonight. I was expecting to go live tomorrow morning, which I guess I still might do. I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to go to the gym in the morning, but I'll see if I stream. I definitely do want to go for that drop. Yay, 50 likes. Thanks, guys. I definitely do want to go for the drop. I don't expect it to sell out right away. I mean, that would be another they made 200 grand on the drop this morning, and that was before the secondary market. So to make another $150,000 tomorrow, be advised, there was $300,000 that went into the there's 300,000 gems that were bought today. 300,000 is a lot in one day. So obviously it's for Hulk. Everyone wanted that. But yeah, 300,000 in a day is pretty good. Do we get another 150,000 tomorrow for that? Probably not. But I would expect 40 to 60,000 at least. I'd expect at least 1,000 of those to sell. Again, it's really cool. Like the animation's really good. I don't know if do we have is there sound on it tomorrow? Let's check. It is it animation and sound or just animation? I don't think it says. No, just animated, but still, pretty heckin' cool. Handsomeite says, thanks, Randy. No problem. Thank you guys so much for coming out. The 85 of you that are here, and the millions watching around the world. Sorry, DX. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashie. Bye-bye, Dashie. I love you guys. First appearance, Jack Black. You know I'm going for that. Love you guys. Bye. Need some School of Rock NFTs.